Hey, welcome to Strategic Branding Design. I want to show you today how brands are crafted and how strategic brand designs are created. Here is just a simple poster, a simple typography poster with one color. As a communicator, we have to continuously think, how do I make this communication more impactful? I will practically demonstrate and show it to you. For example, this font is called .19. This has got a nice expressive alphabet. Of course, it's more artistic, difficult to read sometimes, but you can make out this is A, this is abstract B, and C and D you can make out very clearly. Still, if you see how expressive it is, fantastic. So let's see that. I have this basic poster. Can I borrow something from here, these fonts, and create something? Let's take this as is without changing much what we can do. I just redrawn a font from our .19. I just want to use this as background, or I want to juxtapose this on the poster. Let me see what kind of effect I'm going to get. I'm just trying to keep it in the center. I'm juxtaposing it. Compared to this one, it looks more dynamic, isn't it? Let's do one more iteration. Instead of outline, let's fill with color. Okay, let's reverse this color. Okay, wow, this looks fantastic. It has with that artistic sense, isn't it? I would love to change these font color to maybe orange, because this might give a much more professional look and feel. Let's see. You just saw in front of you, just adding a few elements to your regular poster, having a nice font or using it as a visual element, you started adding dynamism to your communication. Further, you can change the color, this gray into something else. I tried that, gray into yellow. Maybe I can keep using different colors as well. Just changing few colors, it might add a further dimension. I might use a highly bright color. It gives a very different look. If I use something pastel color, once again it has a different appeal. I might use these kind of colors, which adds a dimension. So at least you saw that how something which is a plain, if you start adding element and play with the color, you are going to get a newer dimension in the communication piece. Let's go one more step further. Can we add image instead of this color? For example, I want to add this image instead of this color. Let me see. Can I? Yes, I can. So what I'm trying to do is that I'm just replacing color with this image. Let us see what kind of, wow, this is wonderful communication piece. How interestingly it looks. Just in front of your eyes, you can see how something can be so beautiful. Let's add a few more images. Let's try adding this image. This time I want to show you in this particular exercise how you can use a basic communication and enhance it. Wow. Of course, I need to add a color here. Yes. Look at it. How wonderful it looks. Beautiful. Once you understood this mechanism, how it works, you can take advantage of it. So you got the thing. You can use this shape as a background. You can use this typography shape as an image holder. If you compare to this earlier, you can see how fantastically this latest version. Of course, there is a leap from first stage to second, and when you moved all the way, when you added image, it is 100 times better. It becomes 10x impactful communication piece. So understand these nuances. You can do many things. You can use a different image, you can change the color, you do a whole lot of things. It has got this interesting fonts which you can effectively play whenever you want to play. For example, using these bright colors might add newer dimensions. Look at this, how interestingly it looks. Just add a new color. You're able to create a whole bunch of visual language just using these letters. That's the power of this typography design. I will just share with you one case study where a design company used this phenomenon creating a visual language for a brand. Here you see it's a theater used .19 typography, background, texture, and placeholder as well. So these are their visual language. Here in their posters, you can see their artists who are being part of this theater show. They are portrayed in this holding device, as I demonstrated earlier. How nicely it looks. It looks fantastic, isn't it? So you got the point. What I'm trying to tell you here is, once you start developing your capacity to craft, you are able to create these fantastic looking designs. Of course, it comes with experience, practice. So you got the point. What I'm trying to tell you, how you can create a compelling visual language once you start conceiving ideas from simple shape, and which leads to a unique and memorable visual language. That's it for this conversation. Thank you for listening. I hope this demonstration taught you how we strategic branding designers conceive ideas and construct ideas and express our ideas and create impact. So I will be sharing many more such kind of deconstruction, explanation of how brands are designed, how strategically brands are aligned in coming videos. Thank you for listening.